Geddie. I'm the director and the founder of W.Y.K production. W.Y.K stands for What You Know and Who You Know. I'm an actor, I'm a curator, I host as well. I started this production over 7 years ago solely because I wasn't landing the roles that I wanted. And I feel as if we wait too long on Hollywood and the theater world to give us roles that applies to our talents and our abilities. So the best thing to do is to form your own production, create your own content, and just stay consistent. So tonight you all will be watching a short play titled Love Shouldn't Hurt. It's a domestic violence project. This show includes emotional pain, psychological and financial torture. The victim may also experience all forms of narcissistic patterns from the oppressor. Worthy of note is that domestic violence isn't gender biased. Men also cry. With the upsurge of domestic violence in our society today, various solutions have been offered. For instance, victims have been asked to walk away, break away, leave to live, or learn how to fight back. There's just one potent solution that helps the victim and even the villain. Sometimes the oppressor themselves are in need of help because domestic violence may be a medical or psychological issue. What is the solution for helping both victim and abuser? That is what you'll see here tonight. Thank you.
It's gentle and understanding. It nurtures you without suffocating you.
Love doesn't stifle you. It allows you to grow and become who you want to be.
Love supports you when you can't walk alone. It doesn't drag you unwillingly behind it.
Love protects you from harm. It doesn't inflict harm upon you.
Love shouldn't feel circumstantial. I shouldn't feel like I love you more than you love me.
Truth is, you have to walk away if it's causing you more pain than happiness.
Love is when the other person's happiness is greater than your own.
Love isn't natural. Rather, it requires discipline, practice, concentration, and faith, and the overcoming of narcissism. Love isn't a feeling, it's a practice.
Love is loving someone who doesn't even love themselves.
Love is supposed to heal the hurt and pain you feel, not cause you more.
Love is supposed to bring you peace and happiness.
Love shouldn't hurt. To hurt someone is to go against the very definition and nature of what true love is.
Love shouldn't hurt.
The girl who always says yes, wants to scream no, takes over everyone's stress, ignores her own, the life and soul of the party, but cries on her own. She says she's not broken hearted, cries on her own. I am pretend I shouldn't hide it. It isn't right being a liar. I'm crossing the line, get to a fire. When I'm not fine, should I deny it? 'Cause I'm going crazy when I'm not okay. I keep praying that the crowds don't show my pain. 'Cause even when I'm falling, I say my life is like a dream, but I'm fighting through a nightmare. 'Cause I'm not really being me. Oh, 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 oh. So you don't really know me. Oh, 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 oh.
The girl who starts all the jokes, just make her laugh, reaches the do's and the don'ts, but loves to be bad, smiles when they guess who she's loving, what they say makes her mad. She says I'm fine, I need nothing, but she hopes for your hand. Playing pretend, I shouldn't hide, it isn't right, being alive, crossing the line, dancing with fire, when I'm not fine, should I deny, 'cause I'm I keep praying that the cracks don't show my pain. Cause even when I'm falling, I say my life is like a dream. But I'm fighting through a nightmare. Cause I'm not really being me. So you don't really know me. So you don't really know me. You don't really know me. You don't really know me. Know me.
Cause I'm going crazy when I'm not okay.
And I keep praying that the cracks don't show my pain.
Cause even when I'm falling, I feel my life is like a dream.
But I'm fighting through a nightmare. Cause I'm not really being me. You don't really know me. Not really being me. Not really being me. Not really being me. I'm not really being me. I'm not really being me. You don't really know me.
I got like 20 minutes left.
You crazy, bro. So how's Leah?
Man, she good.
You two made up, but she's still on your back about what you and Alyssa did.
No, be real good. Come on, D. She love your boy. She ain't leaving me, man.
All I know is if I was to do something like that to my girl, she probably would have killed me. You lucky.
Man, she the lucky one. Shoot, man, I could get any girl I want. She ain't going nowhere.
I hear you. But how long you think she gonna put up with that shit?
Man, when I'm ready to stop talking to other girls, that's when I stop. But man, Leah, she's just gonna have to deal with it.
I hear what you're saying, but just maybe you could think about how she feels. I mean, just imagine she was doing something like that to you. She's our manager, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I could get any girl I want, bro.
You crazy, bro.
Yo,
I can't do the shit I really want. You copping attitude.
I can't feel things the way I really do. It hurts too much.
I can't talk to you about my dreams. I had to give them up.
I can't see the light. Your darkness is too overpowering.
I can't live life freely. You criticize every motherfucking thing I do.
I can't ask questions. You see I don't listen and ask. What type of stupid question is that?
I can't trust you not to break my heart. You've done it over and over.
I can't believe you anymore. You've lied too many times.
I can't say the shit I really feel. You say I'm nitpicking and we fight more.
I can't rely on you. You are too irresponsible.
I can't be close to you. Just push me away with your words.
I can't have a life. Yours is too busy.
I can't get ahead. You spent all our money.
I can't parent because you undermine me.
I can't take a break or you'll call me lazy.
I can't help. You say I don't know what I'm doing.
I can't ask you for help. You're gonna say I'm the one to blame.
I can't be right because you're never
I
wrong.
can't cry. I'm tired of crying. What can I do?
Aaron, I'm home. Aaron, I'm home.
Hey, babe. What was the word?
Work was a lot of work, as it should be, but you wouldn't know much about that, would you?
Well, I applied for some new jobs today. Oh, and check this out. I want you to check out the new 16 I'm working
Nobody
for.
wants to hear no new 16 if it isn't paying off our same old damn bills, Aaron.
One day it may pay the bills.
Well, one day, it should have been 3 weeks ago when the rent was due, dumbass.
Oh, babe. You're right. These jobs I applied for actually look promising.
Oh, promising, like that promotion you were supposed to get before you got fired for stealing,
Don't
right?
yell at me, Aaron. You know I don't like to talk about that.
So you're gonna try to be a man now and raise your little voice in my apartment.
Just forget it.
How about you leave?
You ever been in love? Have you ever been in love? And I'm not talking about normal love. I mean like deep in love, like head over heels in love, like I would do anything for you type of love. I have that type of love. So what's keeping me here? My cover's been blown. I'm no longer a mystery. She knows who I really am. I do the same thing over and over again. Fall, but not like the season, because this is not change. There's no sunny days in my future. I'm sprung with no spring coming. After my first mistake, I thought, fuck love. I'm not equipped for heartaches and headaches. And then we met. She made me feel as if love was possible again. As I made my way back to love, that slim and narrow road paved with tribulations. You know, it started off fresh and mutual like any other comfort. The closer we got, the more we connected. Then she became annoyed and started to feel smothered. Just let me breathe, she says. The attachment is unhealthy and we're moving too fast. And to be honest with you, I'm not fully over my last. So I fall back to where I was before, searching for closure, that greener grass. I stay afloat. So what's keeping me here? My cover's been blown. I'm no longer a mystery. She knows who I really am. I can no longer be myself.
Do you actually think your shit don't stink? Answer me. Do you really think you're above everyone else? You know what you are? I'll tell you. You're an insecure person. You have issues. You contradict yourself constantly. The sad part about you, you could be the coolest person ever. You have the potential to be so wonderful, and instead you get stuck in your weird way of thinking. No, let me speak. I listen to you, now you're gonna hear what I have to say. You're controlling. You're a mind manipulator. You're great at turning things around, making yourself look right. You know how to play the victim, and you have a terrible temper. Shh, listen, please. You're gonna hear my words and find the strength to make inner changes, or I'm leaving you.
He came to me when I needed him the most. He offered love and support at a vulnerable time. He waited patiently, being a friend, convincing me that we would be perfect and never end. So I gave in and moved in. Moved out of state despite the advice from my parents and my friends, and I stayed. I was strong-minded. I knew what was best for me, and he was, at least then, so I stayed. What is this? This control, this confinement? I can't leave the house without an escort? You have to pick me up and drop me off? What? I can't wear what I want and feel confident, draped in baggy clothes, concealing my body from the world, feeling more and more isolated from my family and my friends, yet I stayed. He pulls a gun on me and points it to my head. He just laughed. Just wanted to see how you react, he said. A gun! And I stayed. He took my youngest child out the country, restricted my phone. I couldn't make any calls. Jealous, he would ask if I thought the men on the street were attractive. And if I said, yeah, they're okay, he said I wanted to do them. Tried to escape, so I left, but then I just went back to the never-ending arguing and hitting and pushing. Then it happened. He pulled me down the stairs by my hair and choked me until I passed out. And when I woke up, he had already called the cops and pretended to be the victim. Him! The cops begged me to press charges, but I didn't. Now I realize I can't stay with you. I will not stay with you. I will rise out of this confinement, out of this control, out of this abuse. I am no longer lost, no longer stuck, no longer broken. You did not break me. But I am stronger. Stronger for my kids, stronger for victims of domestic abuse, stronger for me. I found my inner strength, and now I stay. I stay with me.
Hey,
What's up?
so you're just getting off work?
Yeah, you know, I was just talking to a few coworkers.
Talking to co-workers, what's new?
So you just never gonna get over that, huh?
Chris, I'm over it. You cheated on me with your manager. You two work together every day.
Yo, what the fuck? You said you forgave me, so it's either we moving forward or we not.
You told me a week after I asked you, was anything going on? You said no. Then you waited a week later to tell me. I just can't do this.
Yo, stop overreacting. See, if you was doing what you was supposed to be doing, I wouldn't even cheated in the first place.
Get off me, Chris. Are you serious?
Listen, check this out. I know, listen, yeah, we go over this over and over again. But listen, I told you that I'm not gonna do it no more. So what we doing here?
I don't know what we're doing.
So you saying, like, I know you talking about how you wanted to, like, go to your mom's place, but that's not happening. Because you not going nowhere, all right? You understand? You talk about how you want some space, but you ain't getting no space. Because don't nobody want you, all right? All you good for is pussy. So you know what?
Really?
Yeah, you know what? You're right, though. If you
Okay.
want to go ahead. Get the fuck out then.
Okay. You know what? I think I should go to my parents' house because I need some space.
You don't need no space like I told you. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't fucking no other nigga like I know you want to, but it ain't happening.
Yo, you're really crazy. You know what, Chris? I need some space and I need to heal, okay?
My heart with joy as I lie to the truth. Just let me feel the space 'cause I'm out. You have no interest in anything that I have to say. Out loud you make me feel. I feel so dumb. What kind of fool am I? You so easily set me aside. You make a fool of me. Tell me why. You say that you don't care, just don't care. We make ourselves
They're insecure. Took me a really long time to realize that there was a real problem with this situation. Like, that's just not how two people in love should treat each other, you know? You hate that word, don't you? Victim? Is that what was happening here? The abuser and the victim? I loved that woman. And when I say I loved her, and I did everything for her. And what do I get?
I'm trying, babe. I'm really, really trying.
She's pathetic. And you know, it isn't until I look down at my fist after the attacks and realize that I've hit her so hard that my knuckles are bleeding.
I know I ain't shit, but I'm not a bad person. My decisions sometimes reflect or the vision in my mind deflects for the peace I'm trying to protect. What's next? You want a piece of me? So I give it to you and want more. So I give it to you and want less. Would you make me plead to give it back? Would you make me throw it in the trash? If I told you my excessive vibrance leads to silence, would you give me some peace and quiet? I needed some time to see how violent. Interactions that became infected with my internal riots, and I put that on you. Well, I don't approve how it would affect. You sent me that text, just funny how I remember what was next.
I remember. We started having sex with soft whispers of how I was the best. But little did I know that was the start of all the mess. I started devoting my time to you, would give you the world if you asked me to. At the mercy of your love, I felt like Cupid's fool. But I knew that it was too good to be true because I played this game forgetting the most important rule. You can never be true to another if you can't be true to you. It was a chemical imbalance. Neurotransmitters sending oxytocin for orgasms and a distinct scent of ruby red festive regalia flowers. I'm no coward. I might be a dog, but I have courage, and I deserve someone who will serve themselves. Because without us knowing love, how will we flourish?
And what is our purpose? Construction or destruction? The only thing I ever wanted to break was your walls, but when they fall, I don't want you worried about a missed call. I ain't no ghost. I won't float away. I'm conscious of your lack of confidence and the consequences us colliding causing a loss of common sense. I'm forever. If you want to get lost in the oasis, come take the spaceship to outer space.
Let's face it, we skipped right over the basics. We just wanted to see how far we could really take this. But somewhere along the way, my emotions started impacting the decisions I be making. I started justifying your actions and deemed it a risk worthy of taking, but you warned me. And of course, I didn't listen. To be real, I have only myself to blame for being in this position. Because now I'm tied up. I liked the relationship better when you were tied up, maybe handcuffed. You were a star and I was the president of your fan club. I wanted you to take me to the land of milk and honey. I wanted to see a rooted seed sprout to a fully mature blossom before my eyes. I wanted to know what it's like to live, not just be alive before I die. And why? Must I try to detach from something my heart desires the most? Someone to hold me close when on the brink of losing control, but I knew the end was coming sooner rather than later. Cutting ties, honestly, was you doing me a favor. Even if you've been playing me from off the rip, I paid the price no matter how high. I won't even trip.
What if your heart is the price? What kind of currency do you pay? What if you speak every language but her love language? What if she's steaming with anger and your attempts to extinguish just end in anguish? What if the severity in which she cares for me becomes aggressive? And she starts to look at me as not just her man, but her possession. Then I try to leave and second guess it and chalk it up as a lesson. But
every time I talk about it,
that's like confessions. And that was her weapon. I had to let it burn on reflection. I regret that I left in. My step to conquest, leaving this scar on her head, this bruise on her neck. At least that's what I say it is. Kiss of death where I speak. When we used to creep my mouth shut, I had to keep you in my arms, reading the alarm when we knew that this was wrong. I remember that time you said, I remember that song that you said held your heart when everything was falling apart. She would subtract all the light that was from the dark. And I knew it was for the sake of convincing that the issue in this instance wasn't the distance. And to add to the difference, the question I ask him, instead of forgiveness, is what if we traded those kisses for granted wishes?
Everywhere we go, you gotta embarrass me. You're an idiot.
I wasn't threatening you. I would never raise a finger to you, never. But you know exactly what to do to push my buttons. It's like a knife going in. And yeah, I do question, how do I have the fucking patience to be with you at times? And I'm concerned that maybe someday I might go over the edge and become a piece of shit just like my old man. And if that day ever did happen, I'd kill myself. So when I say I need to leave, it isn't because I can't make it to the end of an argument. It's because you take my emotions to a whole new level. And I don't like the way it makes me feel this built up anger. I get worried, scared even that I might not be strong enough to hold it all together because all I want to do is just break apart and shatter everything around me. And I don't want to be like this. So I'm leaving.
Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. Past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. At times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehave. You make your mistakes. We both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first. And we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. Cause we're ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. This ain't a movie now, no fairy tale conclusion, y'all. It gets more confusing every day. Oh, sometimes it's heaven sent and we heaven get no